Hey guys, welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. I have another game here for you today, and this one is from Twisted Rift. You can see the players in the game. I don't even have to cover up the score screen today because they both pick their factions, so it's basically impossible to tell which one of these guys is going to win the game, which is great. It's good. I can't wait. I don't even know who wins. I didn't even read any of the comments at all, and and the person who uploaded it isn't either of these players, so this is going to be great. Phoenix, aka Nashington, versus Masterleaf. Probably the two best players in the game and have been for quite some time. I personally think that Nashington is probably the strongest player in Kane's Wrath. Masterleaf would probably want to contest that a little bit there, but I think Nashington's got what it takes. Masterleaf naturally strong versus Nashington's game plan. I think that's because Nash is somewhat afraid of Masterleaf. We've seen that happen a lot in the past where Nashington has just been too scared to touch Masterleaf, and Masterleaf knows it. But this isn't a tournament game, this isn't anything, this is just a random game. We have Nashington playing on the right hand side here, no drafting at all, which means Masterleaf playing as Blackhand on the left hand side. We'll be going for some drafts here. Single engineer, we have 3 Cabals out and about, all heading down, no 4 Cabals, there you go, all on the right hand side of the map, and he's force firing them up here. Not sure what his plan is to do. Well, did that make sense? Yeah. No, I don't think it did, but anyway, Ref first, and he's going for a barracks now to secure his spike. Now obviously he knows he's against Blackhand, so he knows that he can actually the Cabals wouldn't be able to cross the map in time to stop him from claiming that. It's interesting that Masterleaf sends all 4 squads down the center. I mean, he knows he's against GDI rifles. Yeah, sure, Nashington may want to try to overwhelm a single Cabal squad, but he needs 3 rifles to overwhelm 1 Cabal squad, and he sent 4. He only needed to send 2, and Nashington basically wouldn't be able to do anything, but no. He's going to split them all up now, so he moves to the middle of that, then he splits up. Nashington will foxhole here, not as far out as he would have liked. Masterleaf might want to put them on whole ground or move them further back, because he did take a little bit too much damage there. But it's not important. Nashington will grab his spike. Pitbull Scout comes out. I think that's why he did it, because he knows he wanted more money for the Pitbull Scout. The Pitbull doesn't actually come out faster, because he still went for a barracks afterwards. But wow, he took a lot of damage to that Pitbull, and this is the thing that a lot of Blackhand players will do, and he got into heavy damage mode as well. They'll just pump out a lot of Cabals, and they'll just try to snipe the Pitbull on the way, but the Pitbull is going to make it. The problem is it's in heavy damage mode, and the Reckoner is already leaving the base, and this is the thing here. I'm not sure why Nash screwed around in the middle of the map with the Pitbull. He should have just bypassed it and gone straight down here. But he's not going to see the Reckoner. He's obviously going to know something's up because it's 1 ref, so he's going to predict Reckoner. But look at this, and he's only just realized it because he's just redeployed. He's like, oh no, there's a Reckoner coming. He hasn't got anything. This is going to be a Pitbull. The Reckoner is going to make its way into the base here. Puts the tower down, not really in the best spot. He's going to get a few shots off. Every piece of damage will count here. Masterleaf will deploy, but the spread is real, so he should really only be able to get 1 structure. He does have double flame in there as well, so we will be seeing the War Factory going down, but with enough silo blocking, he should be able to save this refinery. He's got 2 towers here as well. Look at that flame getting splashed out now. There is no silo. Oh my god, I was going to say, did he have a silo queue then? He does. He took a lot of unnecessary damage here, and the Harvester, the reason why the Harvester is here is because he wants to be able to just run these guys straight over to crush them. War Factory is back down. He mitigates the damage somewhat. I mean, he got the War Factory, which is going to be great for Masterleaf. That Blackhand squad will evade the area here. The Harvester will continue to actually... Harvester completely destroys that, or kills that squad, I should say. Can you destroy infantry? I guess that counts as unit destroyed. But nonetheless, Harvester will be now moving back to base. We have 5 and 2 expansion on the way. Masterleaf, what have you been doing behind this one? He has 5 and 2 as well. No expansion. Has he got something else out on the map we don't know about? I'm not sure. 6 Harvester comes out now. A few Pitbulls rolling in. There might be something else rolling around on this map. He will get the Blackhand to that garrison, which is bad because he'll eventually be able to burn that spike down. There's only 2 squad members remaining, so that's not terribly powerful, but it's going to be enough to eventually destroy that. A second War Factory comes down to Masterleaf. Didn't follow up with any other flame weaponry. I thought maybe there might have been more flame weaponry up, but no, he was actually working on a second War Factory. And now he's going to be playing the aggression game. He's going to be going for Blue Tiberium. We can see the 6th Harvester here is actually moving out towards the Blue Tiberium field. And Nash is here there. Nash is not there at the moment. And with all the buggy out, he's going to be more than capable of defending this here. And not a good engagement route there. These units are going to be firing at these guys here. The pit bulls are pretty vulnerable to everything that is here because they don't have very much armor at all. The predator tank, a bit more of a problem. He'll want to try to snipe that down. Might be able to snipe it down in one go. It's isolated now. It is isolated. Masterleaf's going to get a big swing on it there, but he does not destroy it. Another predator tank coming in now as well. Few bites getting shot up a little bit there, but damage is minimal there for Masterleaf. Nash does pull back. He does have a second war factory before a refinery, so he is also dual war factory. He does have 6 harvesters all on his main base though, and he's going to be coming back down. He does clear the garrison. The spike does still stand, so that's something good for him. We'll be trying to crush the remainder of these infantry. That predator tank taking in awfully large amount of damage. Nash might want to get a crush off on that, but no. There we go. He's moving for the crush now. Crushes one of the Black Hand squad. Might just be able to focus the other one down. Black Hand's so difficult to kill with cannon weaponry, but we can see Blue Tiberium has been claimed by Masterleaf. He's probably on his way home. There he goes. He's going to get a full load of Blue Tiberium. Another harvester comes out now, so he's going to have 7 harvesters, 9 harvesters, and a ref on his expansion. Cutting off the scouting pit bull as well, so Nash can't see this. And wow, that predator tank will fall. A few bikes here. They're going to want to watch out. They're not going to get behind, they're not going to get through that gap. Oh my god, Masterleaf does drive through. Only 2 bikes will fall. He might lose the third one. There we go. He's probably going to lose that one there. That tower will shoot him up a bit. Only 3 bikes make it through. He's just deciding where to go. He needs to actually get out of here. Another predator tank should be able to claim a kill. Maybe even a second kill if he targets the damaged one. Will claim it. That was a nice pickup there. Battle markers over here. It's 1 pit bull, so Nash does get the scout off. There's double ref down here now, which means Masterleaf is up to 10 harvesters and a fully rockin' expansion as well with Blue Tib, and he's coming back for more. He's got a lot of map control, doesn't he? He has an awfully large amount of map control in this game here. Nash though has got double. He's got 3 harvesters on his expansion, so he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe he's up to 7 or 8 harvesters. I believe it's 8 harvesters. Masterleaf just transitioning a few harvesters ahead of time. This is what I'm talking about as well. If you're ahead, you can transition harvesters to your expansion, but you've got to remember that's going to slow your eco down temporarily because there's still Tiberium to refine here. Although he's got 4 harvesters, he's probably slightly ahead on the eco, so he decided to move some of them sooner for a more long-term benefit. 3 war factories out now. Or is it 4? No, he did sell one of his mains. So he's probably going to transition into full Scorpions at the moment. He's still rocking a lot of bikes as well. Nash is kept back at his base. AP Hammer is on the way. He's going for some aircraft. Could be hammerheads. Not 100% sure if he wants to stay on the ground in this game or transition to the air here. He will actually have, he's got a big bunch of Predator tanks here. Claims a power plant, almost a second one there. These Scorpion tanks can't really fight these Predators yet. There's more of them, but he's actually going to push forward, and these Predators, a lot of them are overlapping, but as you can see, the Predators are just much more durable. Reinforcements coming in here now as well, and he could just take out all these Scorpion tanks, and I think he's going to be able to do that. Again, you do need quite a lot of Scorpions to be able to overwhelm Predator tanks. You can see there a bunch of Predator tanks went down, but the fact of the matter is that a lot of Scorpion tanks, all these Scorpion tanks are falling. That was not a good engagement there for Masterleaf. Orca's helping out as well, so he was going for some Orca. There was a battle marker down here. Predator tanks falling as well. More damaged tanks from Masterleaf. That was not a good engagement, that Scorpion engage. He is pulling that harvester back from the blue field. Second one as well, might want to pull that one back. He is trying to go back to get that again, but this is the thing. Nash is moving around with a lot of Predator tanks, and again, they are a lot more durable. Does not quite get that harvester. There is a Mantis there. I think that's why he pulled back. I think he still has ammunition on those Orcas, but he's just going to be flying around here now. They're going to be supporting the Predator tanks by allowing them to just... Orca's actually got 2 airfields because we can see there's at least 6, 7 Orcas. Some of them going back to base might not have all their ammunition loaded at the moment. Battle marker over here. It is going to be a few bikes. They will find a few APCs. Unfortunately, there are a few bikes going down. They will claim an APC, but Masterleaf a little bit stagnant now that he lost his Scorp army there, and he's like, wow, what do I actually do at this point? He's still continuing to triple war factory. I believe he's going for an expansion, so he's like, alright, cool. This is going to go into the late game here. That Mantis gets off a volley. He will... Oh, he doesn't quite grab that harvester. Almost got a Scorpion tank there. It did overlap. A few more bikes getting cleaned up over here. Bikes not able to penetrate Nashington's defenses. The Mantis so powerful against these aircraft here. And I think it's actually a pretty good choice to go for Orcas over Hammerheads. Normally Hammerheads are better, but as you can see, Masterleaf absolutely no infantry out, and the Orcas are much more expendable and much more powerful as well versus vehicles. Even though Hammerheads are good, Orcas do way more damage to these guys here. Big sell-off. He can't defend this base. A lot of Predator tanks here. And Masterleaf is being pushed into a corner. Battle marker over here. APCs are attacking his 3rd expansion. His main is down now. This is fine. He can totally lose his main right now. There was nothing really that important there. A war factory going down. It will become important later on. Of course, wow. he's sold all his war factories. He's going for infantry transition. Here we go. So I think this is okay for Nash, because it's going to slow the game down quite a lot. Nash won't be able to kill Masterleaf with this kind of pressure, or with this kind of infantry gameplay coming out. Now, he still has a substantial amount of Scorpion tanks, but he has identified that he's not going to win an armor fight anymore. Nashington has survived to the point in the game where his armor is at is in a position to strategically defeat him in almost every engagement at this point in time. He doesn't have the numbers, and Nashington also claiming his third base. One ref is down. Masterleaf does have, no, he only has one ref, so there you go. Could just sell the Shredder turrets for some more Cabals. Is he going for Blue Flame? Masterleaf is a bit of a candidate for Blue Flame, but he's not going for it. It would assist, obviously, with his infantry, make them oh so powerful. Battle markers over here. Predator tanks coming in. They will find this army here. There's a pretty big engagement going on here. We're going to keep an eye on this one at the moment. Orc is firing over the top, but a lot of them are going down. They need to get out of there unnecessarily. A lot of the armor. Look how much armor is left over here for Nashington. And he's going to come in. He's going to go for the crush move. He split his army in two, though. He split his army in half. I'm not sure how well this is going to go down for him. Masterleaf will probably be able to clean this up, I think. The army up the top is getting somewhat shredded. You got to remember, what almost called him Unleashed. Nashington can't actually repair the army out here at the moment, so every piece of damage they take is weakened, and he's somewhat reinforcing it. You can see units moving across the map here, but Masterleaf, more infantry coming out now. He's got a couple of barracks over here, a couple of hand of nods, and Nashington is deciding at this point, hey, let's just fall back a bit. These two Mantis still chilling. They could just move to the Tiberian field, because I have a feeling those Orcas, when they do come back, they're going to be looking at harvesters now. Masterleaf has a substantial amount of harvesters. He's got 5 harvesters on this expansion, so he is rocking it pretty good. Nashington being forced all the way back here, and he will be regrouping with this force, and I think Masterleaf might want to stop chasing if he gets a little bit too far forward here. Yeah, he's actually going to continue to push. He doesn't have that much man spam here. He's pretty spread out. He needs to recondense his forces here. Battle markers. Orcas getting shot down over here. Do they have hard points? They do have hard points, but a lot of them obviously going down. Will target the damaged harvesters. Oh my god, was that 2 harvesters or 1? I don't even know how many harvesters were there, but the remainder of them will be blown out of the sky there. Mantis, like I said, for Blackhand, really hard counter to aircraft. They're a really good unit, and they need it as well, because if they didn't have it, they would be, oh man, you just wouldn't want to play GDI air at all. That would just be devastating. Shatter tanks being mixed in now. Nash is very comfortable on this tier 1, tier 2 composition, because Masterleaf has no tech. Masterleaf's going for a unit war, and Nashington now has an army here, which is going to be pretty hard to stop. There's APCs and there's shatter tanks. Obviously, he needs the APCs to kill the Disciple squads, because the Shatterers won't be able to do that. Disciple squads, for some reason, can withstand a tremendous amount of sonic weaponry damage. But nonetheless, the rocket squads will die at one shot to these Shadow tanks, and as you can see, they got completely destroyed there, and only the Disciples remain, but the APCs are starting to clean them up, and Masterleaf effectively defeated in that engagement. Will we see a surrender out of Masterleaf actually because of that? Because Nash has a very large army here. We have battle markers up here. Flame Tank is trying to do some damage. No harassment from Masterleaf for quite some time up until now. That Flame Tank is not being microed, trying to fire at harvesters when he should be getting buildings. Meanwhile, Masterleaf, do you have a Texan here? You might need some obelisk defense here, because Nash is moving into this base. I think that Flame Tank will be cleaned up before it can claim a structure here. But Shadow Tanks, unfortunately, on a bit of a move order. They're not actually firing that much at all. And Nashington is being worn down. Can he break Masterleaf here? Masterleaf has a good amount of rockets on the left-hand flank, and he will be pushing this back at the moment. Some harvesters now under attack, as he's got to make a decision whether he targets harvesters or infantry units. Masterleaf continuing to reinforce out of these barracks. He's having a bit of trouble with the money at the moment, though, and Nashington will be forced back here. MCV is making a move. Meanwhile, though, we do have he did claim a refinery. A few Orcas still exist over here as well. This is the problem, because he's going to put down watchtowers now, which are really good, especially once he gets a wall of those going. Mantis are moving out, not sure where they're heading. I think they're heading off to destroy the Orcas over here so he can get more flame tanks in. Does he have any flame? No, he doesn't even have a war factory. I'm not sure where those flame tanks even came from. He obviously had a war factory, and he has since sold it. Very good move here. Barracks shielding, and a lot of the time you can just power the barracks down if you're having power problems, because you don't actually need it to be operational here. Mantis will move in. They will find these Orcas, or at least one of them, and it will go down. Are there any more? There's a few more. There's at least 3 more Orcas heading to the top of the map here. Meanwhile, we'll keep an eye on this battle here, and this is it. This is probably the death rattle here for Masterleaf, unless he's got some tech weaponry. No, he's going for beam cannons. He is not going to throw this just yet. I mean, there's not actually very many units here for Nash, so he's got a lot of infantry. He can defend this out, and with beam cannons, he can make a very good defense of this area here. Double war factory and beam cannons. Wow, he's going to have a lot of these guys pretty quickly. And of course, beam cannons so powerful versus air. Battle markers raging over here. No, it's nothing serious. There are mantis, and they will be destroying these orcas. Can he get the one shot off? And there's going to be or mutual destruction there, unfortunately. Beam cannons now starting to fire. He's got a laser turret. Okay, Masterleaf is pretty desperate when you see laser turrets here, and a few power problems actually moving back at the moment. Nashington, remember, he's one ref. He's one ref on this expansion. He doesn't have the greatest economy in the world, and Masterleaf here getting the beam combine he needs here. And Nash is like, hang on a second. That looked oh so powerful for Nashington, but all of a sudden with the beam cannons and the lack of units, Nash is like, hey, I can't actually fight this. And Masterleaf will. That was I wouldn't say it was amazing defense. It was a very good decision making, because the defense, there wasn't a lot of it there, because Nash gave up pretty quickly once he realized. I mean, Nash probably could have stuck around, but he's just identified, this is probably not the best situation to be in. He's going to grab blue Tiberium before this area gets... He doesn't have much time to harvest that, actually. He needs to hurry up and get out of there. Battle markers over here. More flame taints coming out now. Masterleaf identifying that he can start sending these guys out. They're going to be very difficult to clean up. Even sending one with the main army here. Not sure if that's intentional. But look at that. The harvesters had to evac before they even filled their tanks up here. A few shatterers here. These beam cannons. Oh, they could be easy snipes. He could have sniped those, I reckon, before retreating here. He's got orcas, he's rebuilt the orcas, they do have hard points, they fly directly over, oh my god, they bunched up, they all bunched up, no scatter move, no formation move. The flame tank will fall pretty quickly, but 4 orcas completely blown out of the sky. That was the biggest threat to the beam cannons, and they were destroyed. And now he's starting to move back. Battle markers over here. There are a few units trying to take at this base. A flame tank trying to hold it off. Meanwhile, there's another flame tank over here. Nash is going to lose build radius. And all these power plants are pretty much history. Everything up until here. There's only build radius around this comm center over here. But he is attacking this area. There's a lot of engagements happening now. There are a lot of engagements happening. It looks like Nash will be able to clean up this force here as well. Nash will put a second refiner on this expansion here. Doesn't really need it, I don't think. But yeah, the beam cannon's like, hang on a second. We might just have to get out of dodge. They're leaving now. Meanwhile, this base, is it being overwhelmed? It is being overwhelmed. What's coming out here? It is going to be a Scorpion tank. He needs to quickly snipe that Shatterer tank down, and then he can probably defend this area. But he's actually firing at the APC. Now he fires at the Shatterer tank. One more shot, and he does take it down. He should be able to clean up the remaining APCs. Meanwhile, that Flame tank is just causing problems. Orchestra comes in, saves the airfield. Look at that. Oh my god, the airfield had a smidgen of health left. And he doesn't... Oh, he's actually powered down this refinery, so he's got harvesters actually waiting to refine, not actually happening. More flame tanks over here. He's found an MCV of Masterleaf, trying to move back to his main to gain this Tiberium. These guys, you can tell that they're at the top of their game at the moment, just with their searching for Tiberium, constant attacks, and now we're starting to see a lot of very small strategic engagements. There's actually nothing here. There's 2 flame tanks. They could level the MCV if Masterleaf is paying attention. He's moving outside of range. He needs to stop and destroy that. Oh my god, he leaves it. He left it. Is he going to get the refinery? He's not paying attention. He's not paying attention. There's actually an attack down here. I didn't see that. Look at all the dead harvesters. Nashington is moving into this base. Masterleaf is under assault. Those flame tanks really need to get to work on his base. 2 war factories remain here. I believe that's his only war factories remaining. He's only got Scorpion tanks. They're not going to be able to defeat these Shatterer tanks. That's not going to happen. These flame tanks, they destroy the MCV. Nashington is down. He's down to just a handful of buildings. If there's flame tanks out on the map, Masterleaf could be in business. He's got another war factory, sorry, and his MCV, of course, is over here. Did not realize that. Masterleaf's still okay. All these Scorpion tanks all bunching up. Does not quite claim a kill. Might get that one. Does get that one before the repair drones take effect. Meanwhile, Nashington has pushed him off this base down here. Not very many units. There are 2 Shatterer tanks remaining. Those are going to be oh so important in the next coming engagements at the moment. That one APC still trying to destroy. He's actually gone elite. He might want to clean it up before it does go heroic, because of course as it's doing damage to that MCV, it is producing veterancy for the damage it's causing. Scorpion tank will come out. It does of course has had dozer blades for quite some time. Not sure if I pointed that out. Meanwhile, he's going to come in here. He's actually going to get the snipe off. Oh man, oh Nashington, he had a move order going, and both the Shatterer tanks get sniped down before they could actually focus on their targets here. Meanwhile, that mine drop still doing damage. Oh my god, he got a harvester. Orca's coming in as well. There's absolutely no double A over here right now. He tries to fire at the opposite end. He doesn't have enough ammunition to destroy that, I would have thought. He's going to go for Scorpion tanks. Nashington doesn't have a lot on the ground, so he's trying to reduce the numbers that Masterleaf has. And with hard points, each of these Orcas have 9 rockets. They're going to be taking out more of these guys here. Not going to get that one. Not going to put a turret down to defend these harvesters either from the air attacks. He's got units over here. More Tiberium regrowing. Nashington has scattered units. And here come the Hammerheads. Oh, Masterleaf needs to deploy. Oh, he deploys now. He does get the deploy off, but he's got no AA. He's got a Mantis. The Mantis does not get focused down, and he should be able to push these Hammerheads back. Moving into Hammerheads. Second Mantis comes out now. Masterleaf needs to do something. His MCV is going to fall here. Oh my god, his MCV is going to fall. Where the Mantis going? The Mantis need to get over here right now. He loses his MCV. That was not necessary. A turret did fall though. A turret did drop, should I say, before that happened. Will not claim a kill though. And that turret is in a pretty dead spot right now. There's really no reason for Nash to fly his units over here. Oh my god, Mantis and Scorpion tanks now getting cleaned up. They have driven into an army of Predators. And he's just trying to move through them now, trying to get beyond their range. And he will do so with a handful of these tanks. Heroic APC, and he's paying for not cleaning that up now. He had it down to 5% of its health, and now it's gone. And that's the end of the game, so obviously Masterleaf must have submitted that replay. They didn't actually upload it though, so that's what happens if the person who sends the replay, a person who provides the replay, it just ends suddenly like that before you see a defeated screen. So Masterleaf was defeated. Nashington, 19 and a half minutes. That was a rock solid game by both those guys. We saw a lot of strategies come out, a lot of good decision making by both sides. There was a few engagements which could have been cleaner, but unfortunately they're both under a lot of pressure. 172,000 to 187,000. There you go. Nash got 15 grand more in a 20-minute game. Not significant. It's not significant at all. You expect the kill death ratio to be like that because Black Hand always has a low one. And yeah, Nash pretty much took the economic lead right at the end. It was dead even all the time, and then a slight step up at the end there. Not too important. Masterleaf shouldn't have lost his MCV there. He really should have saved that. I mean, he had Mantis, but nonetheless, that was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. Well done to Nashington for winning there. Stay tuned to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.